Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are doing well, and I am stoked to be here tonight. Not because of the nature of the content, but because of the science that I'm going to bring. So if you are as excited as I am, let me know in the comments. And yeah, how was your day? Tell me everything. Let me get my notes together. Give me 1 second to make sure I have everything set up properly. And okay, we're good. I just wanted to double check something. Hey guys. Wait, this is live. Yes, this is live. Like the stream, get out of top chat. Oh, you know what? I wonder, hold on. I think I made it for members as far as being able to comment. Hang on, guys. No, it's right. Okay. I had like a little panic moment. Did I set it up properly? Yeah. Welcome everybody. I was mad because I missed the live earlier. I'm so glad that you're here, Amber, and I am excited to chat with you guys. So, okay, Kat, I appreciate you. Where do we want to start? Well, first, let me run the disclaimer, and I'll be right back. Okay, now we can get into it. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I'm smiling, but let me just say we've got a pretty heavy one today. And before we start, I want to give a quick and very important content warning. Tonight's live stream is going to include discussions around prolonged fasting, pseudoscientific health claims, and manipulative sales tactics that could be upsetting for those recovering from disordered eating, diet culture, or MLM coaching trauma. Please take care of yourselves. Log off if you need to. This isn't about judgment. It's about protection. And more importantly, it's about education. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Erin Bees. I'm a certified personal trainer through ACE, and I've spent the last few years not only helping people get strong and build confidence, but also calling out harmful trends in the wellness and fitness world. And I'm looking forward to doing more of that. That's going to include MLMs, influencer pseudoscience, and the kind of dangerous advice that we're unfortunately going to see today. This is going to be grounded in facts backed by science. And I'll obviously be staying within my scope of practice as a certified personal trainer, but fair warning, we're going to have to wade through some serious nonsense before we get to the good stuff. So please take care of yourselves. I know this is a heavy topic, but I feel like it's an important topic for us to talk about that I feel comfortable talking about on my channel because it needs to happen. So, oh my God, Danielle, thank you so much. If you're new to my channel, we play Careless Whisper and I do the shoulder smolder. So congrats to all of the new members and thank you so much, Danielle. Appreciate y'all so much. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can tell with this lighting, but I did touch up my hair and I want to show you guys what I used in the shower. It takes like 3 minutes. This is what I use in the shower. I did dilute it with another color, the silver blue, I think. But I'm going to start transitioning into a little bit more of a blue and possibly purple. And this is how I'm doing it. This is Cara Colors Conditioner. This is the blue color. Warning, this will stain your hands. Okay? So make sure you wash them off immediately, but I really love how it has turned out, and you're going to see it progressively get more and more blue with every time I wash it because I'm going to head into blue territory because blue is my jam. Also, I know you guys are going to ask, the lip color that I have on is by NYX Lip Lingerie. I do have these products linked in the video description, and this is called Peak Show. So you can find that linked. And I don't know, have I ever told you guys, I think I did a members only live where I talked about like my makeup routine or my skincare routine. It was a long time ago. Have I ever shared with you guys what foundation that I use? Because if not, I'm going to talk about it real quick. It's actually by Jones Road Beauty and it's called What the Foundation. The color that I use is called Porcelain and I use it a lot. A little bit goes a long way, but this is kind of a balmy, it's not as heavy as a traditional foundation, which I'm a fan of. I don't like heavy foundations. So, because I know sometimes people ask me about like what I'm wearing and all that stuff. So I wanted to talk about that. All of that. Oh, a blue villain. I like where you're going with that, Lushy. Thank you, Lizzie. I appreciate you. Sketchy info and Stardew Valley sounds fun. Stardew Valley does sound fun. But anyways, I know that some of you guys will ask periodically what I'm wearing. I've been getting a lot of questions about my lashes and stuff lately. These are mine, although I can't really see them that well. It's all good. So thank y'all for being here. Let's get into today's video. And again, I'm going to periodically run this banner. I think it's important. So please take care of yourselves due to the nature of tonight's live stream. You're about to watch, and I'm going to set the stage here. We have two individuals. First up, I'm sure you saw from the thumbnail, we have Kelsey Rhae. She is a Pruvit distributor who proudly states that she didn't eat for 84 hours. She frames it as a spiritual reset, but then conveniently pivots into selling ketones. Are we shocked by that? I don't think we are, because they always do that. Anyways, she starts to talk about how amazing she feels and encourages people to join her program. She shows before and after pictures of her body after nearly 4 days without food. You heard that right. Photos of her body after almost 4 days of not eating. Then we have her counterpart, boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, whatever flavor of the day it is for them, in my opinion, Eric. And he is another Pruvit rep, and unfortunately is ISSA certified as a personal trainer who went 111 hours, according to him, without food. That's over 4.5 days. He claims it triggers autophagy, cures inflammation, prevents disease, and yeah, he also sells ketones. Isn't that wild? I hate it here. I hate it here. He breaks this fast on camera, as we're going to see here shortly, with bone broth and sauerkraut, while also claiming that you shouldn't break a fast with carbs, but sauerkraut is a carb. They are carbs. Weird. While also making wildly inaccurate health claims and inviting you to join his protocol. So that's just a taste of what we're getting into. Just want to make sure everybody is prepared for that. We're going to watch both of these videos in real time with science commentary and a few choice facial expressions that I have no control over. Okay. However, I could be meaner. Okay. So let's go ahead. Let me turn this banner off for a while. And again, you're going to see that periodically. I know that can be distracting, but I think it's important given the nature of tonight's live stream topic. So I think I need to do this setup. I almost forgot. Oh, hey, Tosh. Is it Tosh B? Tosh? I think that's correct. We're going to do ASMR because I've been waiting to have this. I don't have any nails. All right. So if you're a member, you have a special bubbles emote. Let's check it out. It was all right. But this part, I hope you have headphones on. I hope you do. I mean, I don't think it gets any better than that. Okay. I had to get that out of the way. Let's get into tonight's shenanigans. I guess that's what I want to call it. Let's see what Kelsey has to say. Didn't even need headphones to hear that one. Love it.
Hey.
Right setting. Hold, please. This is the right setting. And let me get my headphones. Okay.
Kelsey Rhae coming to you live from Dallas. Oh my God.
My headphones are not, they are not connecting. Hold, please. Would it even be my channel without some sort of technical difficulty? Probably not. Probably not. Interesting outfit for a professional live. Agreed, Monica. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Just found out I'm what is up with my voice? Just found out I'm pre-diabetic and I need to eat every couple hours. If I'd done that much fasting, it could have killed me. Do they think at all? I don't think that they think at all, but I am so glad that you got some answers and you're working with professionals and not listening to these people, because my God. And thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Let's see if my headphones are now working. Okay.
Gosh, I'm trying to be careful with my words because I feel like Facebook might take it down if I say the wrong thing.
Now, why would Facebook take it down? Now, listen, I'm going to have a whole lot to say. I am going to have a lot to say about this live stream. And if you're new to my channel, it's a commentary channel and I have the credentials to be able to speak on this. So why would Facebook take it down, Kelsey Rhae? Because it's health misinformation, right? That's why, because it's dangerous. Yeah, so be careful what you say, I guess.
But it's been about 84 hours since I last consumed any calories.
Notice how she said that? It's been 84 hours since I've consumed many calories. Am I pausing it already? Sure am, because this is alarming right out of the gate. That's 3.5 days with no meaningful food, and she's presenting it like it's a badge of honor. No mention of medical supervision, no electrolyte monitoring, although I'm sure she was probably consuming Pruvit's Mitoplex, which is their electrolytes. You know, she's just vibing on ketones and no food. You know what I mean? Also, let's be really clear. Prolonged fasting without clinical oversight can be extremely dangerous. The body needs calories for organ function, hormone regulation, muscle preservation, and brain function. Now, I know these Pruvit zealots like to say that drinking Pruvit's ketones helps with muscle preservation. What I would say to that is, show me the Carfax. Let's see the studies that prove that drinking Pruvit's ketones, not being in the state of ketosis, drinking Pruvit's ketones preserve muscle. I'll wait for it. I'll wait for that one. Oh, it doesn't exist. Got it. And it can also impact brain function. Your body needs calories, obviously, for brain function. The idea that you can just not eat for 3.5 days and call that health is wildly irresponsible. And according to the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, they note that fasts longer than 48 to 72 hours should only be done under medical supervision. So, yikes. I think this is important to bring up too. I've had several people that are like, I doubt that they're doing it for that long, and maybe they're not, but they sure are using it as a marketing tactic to try and rope people into Pruvit, like they're some sort of a fasting or health coach. It's wild, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that they are being factual, or do you think they're lying? Or do you think they're partially telling the truth? I don't know. Yeah. And also, let's see the studies that prove that ketones actually put you into ketosis. Would love to see it. Yeah. Do they all gather in Dallas to do this? I wonder. I don't remember hearing anybody else was doing this other than her and Eric, but I could be wrong.
Holy moly, the before and after pictures are insane. And I didn't even take my before picture until like 24 hours into it. So that's crazy, but I want to talk about it.
Let's talk about what's crazy. Not eating food for almost 4 days and taking before and after pictures of your body. What do you think is going to happen? I mean, we're going to talk about the science of that, what I think is happening. But what do you think what do you think your body's going to do if you're not eating? Of course, it's going to appear smaller because it's trying to survive. But the thought of putting up before and after pictures after not eating for almost 4 days is so wildly irresponsible and disgusting. I can't even.
Talk about how I feel, why I did it, what I'm trying to do here, and I'm not giving any kind of medical advice. But if you guys are watching me live right now, drop a 1 in the comments. If you're watching this on the replay, drop a number 2. I currently have some bone broth because when you go that long without consuming anything, you really don't want to just jump back into just eating anything and everything. You want to make sure that you're being strategic with it and you're doing something really light at first.
I mean, she's not wrong there. Unfortunately, she's technically right because breaking a prolonged fast should be done gradually, but she's skipping the part where most people should never be in a 4-day fasted state to begin with. Hello? Also, bone broth doesn't heal the gut, as she's going to claim here shortly. That's a myth perpetuated by diet culture. Bone broth contains some collagen, some sodium, and trace protein. It's not a full spectrum recovery food, and it's certainly not a substitute for actual nutrition. Try again, Kelsey Rhae.
Right off the bat, oh my God, that's so good. You can just tell. I've lost all of my inflammation.
How are you measuring said inflammation? What lab test are you running to show a decrease in inflammation? I would love to know. Also, I want to double back for just a second because her smart and strategic mentioning that the bone broth is smart and strategic is misleading at best. There's nothing strategic about inducing a semi-starvation state for the sake of body image or supplement marketing. I just want to make sure that that's very clear. Let me make sure that I'm running this content warning again, just because this is a very heavy topic. My God. What was inflamed? Tell us how that works. Tell us more about that inflammation. I would love to know. Yeah. Yeah, the bone broth, not so great. Agreed. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. Okay, let's hear what else she has to say.
All of my water weight. I feel phenomenal. And so let me give you a little bit of a backstory. If you're new, drop new in the comments. Oh my God, I thought that was a spider. Oh my God, it's so.
I also would like to point out how she very clearly is sucking in her stomach. You can see her contracting her core here. And you can also see how uncomfortable she is, in my opinion. That's what I'm seeing here. You know, she's uncomfortable. She's trying to suck in her stomach. She has the camera or her phone or whatever, probably her phone, strategically placed to show her midsection, but cut off the rest with the table. I feel like that's strategic. I could be completely wrong, but she is absolutely engaging her core while she is sitting down. And I think she's doing that for a reason. I think she's like, listen, I didn't eat for almost 4 days. Look at my abs. Look at my core. Girl.
Good. After I drink this bone broth, I'm going to have like a tuna and avocado mash. But anyways, I have been on my health and fitness journey for about 6 years. Actually over 6 years at this point. And when I first started.
Also, there's going to be a lot of airplanes in the background. My apologies.
This, I was 217 pounds. I was 230 pounds at my heaviest. And it was after I had my first child. I was just I blew up. If you can relate to that, just drop relate in the comments. I blew up after my first child. And so, had my first kid, didn't know what to do with myself. I was just overweight. My whole family was overweight. So I was like, you know what? Maybe that's just what it is. Maybe this is just who I am and how I'm supposed to be. And so, I came into my sister doing something that helped her lose 65 pounds. And I was like, what the hell are you doing? I watched it happen before my eyes. She lost 65 pounds in 5 months. I was like, wow, this is crazy.
65 pounds in 5 months can be very alarming for a lot of people, depending on how they're doing it.
I was very skeptical, didn't want to do it, even tried to do it the natural way, as people like to say. So I tried to, restrict my calories and just work out. It was incredibly hard. I was tired all the time. I was moody. I was hungry. I felt like I was really kind of starving myself because I was trying to do like intermittent fasting and things like that.
The irony of her saying she felt like she was starving herself while she just starved herself for the last 4 days. Because what? Oh, man.
And that was really hard. But what she was doing was something called exogenous ketones. And so I was like, okay, fine, let me try it. The first pack I took, my brain felt like it was on for the first time in my entire life. I felt amazing. I had good, clean energy lasting all day long. I had mental clarity and focus. Oh my God. And the best part is my appetite was controlled. I was no longer experiencing those hunger pains. And so with that, I started doing it, obviously got into it, started doing it consistently, getting on my...
Hold on a second. If you said that you're no longer feeling hunger pains, if your body is feeling that way, you should eat. I feel like. I mean, if your body is saying, "Hey, we're feeling hungry," you maybe should eat something, you know? And also, I feel like that's not appetite control. I feel like that was her from how do I want to word this? Let me watch this a little bit longer before I say any more. Just give me a second here.
I smart ship every single month, and over the course of 4 months, I lost 55 pounds, and then
4 months, she lost 55 pounds. Guaranteed she was over exercising or had an extreme relationship with exercising. Guaranteed she was manipulating her caloric intake. And I know a lot of these people in Pruvit say that drinking Pruvit's ketones helps with appetite control. Maybe that's what she's referencing here. But I don't think that, I don't know. How do I want to say this? Let me just pause. I'm trying to process how I want to say this.
So for 6 years, and then I went through a pregnancy, lost the weight right back. Like a month after my pregnancy, I snapped back to my original weight, my pre-pregnancy weight. And then, for 6 years, I've been maintaining.
Okay, now I'm not trying to be a jerk, but we have watched her body change. And let me just say, it is normal for people's bodies to change. Our bodies, that's how they survive. I feel like that's the whole purpose of homeostasis. Our bodies are meant to change and to adapt. And I think that that's a very normal thing. We've watched her body change, but here she is claiming that she looks the same as she did back then when she first started drinking Pruvit's ketones. No, she doesn't. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. That's not me body shaming her. That's me saying, if you're presenting yourself and your body as the product or as the marketing for the product, and we can clearly go back and see that it's very different and that you don't look the same, even though you're saying, "Oh, I look the same," we're debunking your lies. And again, there's nothing wrong with your body changing as you get older. It's a normal part of aging. But if you're using your body as the product or the marketing for the product, and we can very clearly see that you're having to go to these extreme lengths by not eating for almost 4 days in order to try and rope people into Pruvit, what are we doing? You know what I mean?
In the first, not the first year, but the second, third, and fourth year of my business, I would always do a 60-hour reboot, which is what we call it. We're 60 hours of fasting.
Did you guys know that 60-hour reboot was a number made up by Rob DeBoer? He literally made that number up. Yeah, there was no science behind it. He was like, according to him, source, Rob DeBoer, according to him. It just sounded good. There's a group of us testing it out, and I rolled with it. There's no science behind it. I know that that's shocking for many of us, but yeah. Okay, so let's double back here about the whole appetite control. I feel like that was her body suppressing hunger hormones, just in my opinion, obviously not knowing more about that time frame and what was going on. But I feel like you may feel at times mentally sharp, but that's the adrenaline, not necessarily wellness. And I think that this is why people sometimes will say that they have a burst of energy or clarity during fasting. We see that sometimes from these people, not because they're thriving, but because their body is trying to survive. And here's the twist. It's often followed by exhaustion, irritability, and you guessed it, binge eating. Yeah, I know that we have seen her and Eric go through their cycles of binge eating. In the Discord today, which if you're not a member and you'd like to join, click the join button, or there is a link in the video description to become a member. Today, I think it was Amber. Amber shared one of the videos from the videos from the Kelsey Rhae subreddit, and she's She's eating a large quantity of food, which that's fine. But if you're going to go to this, 4 days of not eating, and then you're going to eat, in my opinion, I've just seen withholding and binging cycles. That's just my opinion, though.
You consume nothing but what's in a box. It's exogenous ketones to help keep you sustained and giving you the minerals that you need and all that good stuff. And so I would do that once a month, and I would always remember feeling so good. But for the past 2 years, I haven't done that. I haven't done anything like that. I've done like intermittent fasting, and I want you to drop in the comments if you guys do intermittent fasting, if you practice.
Here's my opinion on intermittent fasting. I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. That is just a way to manipulate your caloric intake. If you were to break up the amount of calories that you want to eat and the macronutrients and micronutrients that you want to consume on a daily basis, and you were to eat every, 3 hours or so and break up those meals throughout the day, you're going to feel better than if you were to have long periods of fasts and then shove all those calories in a short period of time. Intermittent fasting, in my opinion, is just a way to manipulate your caloric intake.
Is intermittent fasting, meaning maybe you won't eat until noon, and then you don't eat after 8 p.m., right? So I've always practiced intermittent fasting. And so with that being said, it's been a very long time since I've done any kind of extended fast. So I decided, I'm here in Dallas for a business trip, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do a 75-hour fast. I don't know why I was going to do a 75. I don't know what put 75 in my heart, but I would like to share more about why I decided to do this fast and what I'm experiencing now and what I experienced throughout the entire thing. And by the way, if you guys ever want to talk to me about how I can help you achieve your health and fitness goals, just drop the word help in the comments and I can send you some more details about what I've been doing. I use ketones as a tool, as a resource to curb my appetite, give me energy, and burn my fat. But I also will help you to eat right and change your lifestyle so that you feel good about eating good foods and moving your body where it doesn't feel like you are suffering, basically.
Kelsey Rhae, that's what I do. You've got it twisted. But anyways, there it is, the sales funnel. This is no longer a personal journey or a spiritual reset as she has tried to present it earlier in this video. This is a product pitch wrapped in vulnerability. She's inviting people into her business under the influence of a fasted, emotionally charged testimonial. It's extremely manipulative. You do not coach people through starvation and then say, join me. And by the way, I'd like to poll the audience here and the replay crew. Do you guys think that we should send this to Herbalife compliance? Because Herbalife now owns Pruvit. And if Pruvit compliance is not going to do anything, judging from the 30-minute training video or the clips of the 30-minute training video they did today, wild. I may cover that. I may not. But apparently Pruvit just seems to be letting people do anything now. So if Herbalife owns it, do y'all think that we should be sending these things to Herbalife compliance? I tend to think so. So, if you see these things, send it to Herbalife compliance. If somebody has the email, I didn't look that up ahead of time. I should have. But if Herbalife compliance is watching, this is your rep now. This is your girl, right? Yeah, congrats. Good luck. How long do you think she'll make it in Herbalife? You know what I mean?
So, for the past month, I've been really deep into my Bible and my relationship with God. Wonderful. And I know He's been putting this message in front of me that I needed to fast. And mainly why I decided I didn't even weigh myself, y'all. So mainly why I decided to do that wasn't because of weight or.
Okay, stop. Time out. Kelsey Rhae, if this is a spiritual thing, why would you be weighing yourself? If this was a spiritual thing, why are you live? If it's a spiritual thing, why are you turning it into this 84-hour fast marketing shtick to sell Pruvit ketones? If it's a spiritual fast, cool. Do your thing. I respect all religions. I respect all beliefs here, or lack thereof. Everybody is welcome here. But if you're going to use this in a way to where spiritual manipulation has entered the chat, as it is right now, fasting for religious reasons is valid. across many cultures, but combining scripture, pseudoscience, and sales into one coaching package, that's just dangerous. It creates spiritual guilt for people who don't participate and elevates Kelsey's authority, or as she's attempting to elevate her authority through false moral superiority. This is not faith. It's marketing through faith, and it's disgusting. Right? Use a spray bottle. No. That's a spray bottle, YouTube. That's not something else, okay? Thanks, Leshy. Here's the email, everybody. I should pin this. I think I can do it here. Hold on. Can I do it from my phone? Perhaps. Just give me 1 second. I believe I can. Yes. Okay, it's pinned. Yes. Send it to compliance. Go to her page, click the link, or you could download it. Or if you need it, let me know. I can send it to you. Oh, wait, what is this? They have an online. Is this the reporting system? Hold on, because now I want. Is that what that is? Oh, man. I love it. I love that. Okay, back to her video.
Anything else, it was because I wanted to feel a closer connection to God. I wanted to be obedient, to the word of what he was sharing with me, because in scripture it was talking about fasting, and then I would see videos about fasting, and then Eric actually did like an 111-hour fast. So like it's been all around.
Now I wasn't aware of that until she said that. And then I was like, I wonder if he did a video. I was on a members only live. By the way, I do a lot of members only live. If you have thought about becoming a member and you're like, is it worth it? I do a lot of fun stuff with members. I spend a lot of time with members. I put out exclusive content, reels, polls, all kinds of really fun things. So if you've ever considered becoming a member, click the join button, or the link is in the video description. And I was doing a members only live. And she said that. And I was like, wait, let me go to his profile. So I'm going through his profile and I'm like, I know this fool did a video on this 111-hour fast, because there's no way in hell that these people did it just because of their spiritual beliefs. It was a full-on marketing shtick. I know it was. And sure enough, we found it. It didn't take long. And we're going to react to it here shortly. And it's just as bad and cringy and dangerous as you might think it is.
Around me, it's been speaking to me that I need to drop amen in the comments if you guys have ever gotten a message or a sign from God that you needed to do something, right? And
what? Drop an amen if God has ever told you or spoken to you. Granted, no disrespect to Christians or, again, any religious or spiritual beliefs. But the fact that she's trying to use this to get people to contact her so that she can coach them through an extended fast. Oh my God.
So that was the main reason why I did it. But
oh, thank you so much, Kitty Chat. I always call her Kitty Cat. Well, I shouldn't say her. I always call you Kitty Cat, not Kitty Chat. I don't know why. She says they. I won gifted membership sometimes. Those lives rock. If you ever win a membership, go check that stuff out. Thank you so much. I make the thumbnails. We preview videos. We plan content. It's a lot of fun. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. Kitty Chat.
Also, I was experiencing a lot of inflammation because I wasn't eating the best foods. There's no supplement on this world. I'm going to be very transparent with you guys. So yes, you need to be drinking ketones, but there is no supplement in this world that is a magic pill that's going to erase all the stuff that you're eating. I'm going to teach you how to use it as a tool to reach your health and fitness goals and to be able to live a life that you actually love, where you are healthy and you are fit, right? Not of restriction. But you can't just eat anything and everything. And that's what I've been doing lately, eating anything and everything, not paying attention to anything. So
I love when she talks herself in circles. First of all, Kelsey Rhae, that's not what you do. That's what I do. I teach people how to have a healthy relationship with food. I teach people how to have a healthy relationship with working out. I teach people how to become stronger and more confident in their body. I teach people that if they're in a space where they feel safe enough to track food, that it's about ensuring that you're getting what you need rather than saying, oh, I can't have that. Yeah, we are not the same. No, definitely not. But I do want to point out the fact that she's saying there's no magic pill, but there's a magic powder. I do want to also point out that she very clearly said that she was eating anything and everything and has to go to this drastic and extreme version of a prolonged fast in order to try and sell Pruvit's ketones, or should I say Herbalife's ketones now, because that makes me giggle in a way. There's no magic pill, but there's a magic powder. Okay, first of all, let's talk about exogenous ketones. They do raise ketone levels in your blood temporarily, but that does not mean that you're in nutritional ketosis from a lack of intake of carbohydrates. And it certainly doesn't mean that you're burning fat. Otherwise, Kelsey Rhae wouldn't have to do this extreme thing to burn fat. See where I'm going with this? They're not proven to help with long-term fat loss. And if anything, they're just glorified electrolytes with a fancy label and a proprietary blend. And some of them I had tested, and they have small amounts of heavy metals. You can see that in the Pruvit playlist or the anti-MLM playlist, whichever you choose. Oh, she found the pin, that one. Okay. Let me pin the right. Yes. Thank you, Lushy. I appreciate you. Guys, if you aren't following Jessica, aka Auntie Lushy, on Instagram, you should. She puts out awesome reels. What am I doing? I'm going to YouTube. I'm unpinning that comment. And I'm pinning the right email. You know, sometimes we just have to talk ourselves through it, you know. Keep it clean. Okay. Let's get back to it. Greetings from Connecticut. Hello from Las Vegas. Thank you, Jessica. I appreciate you. KR has a master's degree, and trust me, bro. I just don't understand how people could possibly be taking nutrition advice from her or Eric. I mean, yeah. And also, I feel like I was talking with a friend earlier today, and they were asking me about calorie deficits and stuff. If you don't know your maintenance calories, how are you going to know what kind of a calorie deficit you should be in? And if you're somebody and you want to lose weight and you've gone to the doctor, they've cleared you, you've had lab work done, and they're like, yes, you know, let's do this thing. Here's my suggestion. If you're in a place where you feel comfortable with tracking your food, pick 3 days out of the week. Pick 2 days during the week and 1 day on the weekend and track your food. Everything that you eat normally. Eat as you normally would. The goal here is not to be good. The goal is to find out what your maintenance calories are. You'll know what your maintenance calories are because you'll start to identify a pattern. And if you are weighing yourself, your weight doesn't necessarily have big changes. Our weight is going to fluctuate every day. It's just how our bodies are. But if you do this long enough and you identify the pattern, you can identify your maintenance calories. Once you know that, you can do a very conservative calorie deficit and watch how your body responds. And that is how you lose weight if we're talking about specifically a calorie deficit. And you can eat anything on a calorie deficit. You can eat pizza. You can eat what you want. It's just the amount that you're eating. And as long as it fits into your macro goals, if you are tracking macros or if you're protein focused, that's how that works. It's very methodical. It's very pattern driven. Yeah, I know. Yeah, science. Wait, I think I have that sound effect. But this is for Kelsey Rhae.
Stop it. Get some help.
Thank you. Do I have that sound effect? I don't know. But yeah, indeed she is. Okay. Anyways, let's get back to it. And listen, I don't talk about this a lot on my channel, on my streams, or on my videos, but if you want to work together, erinbees.com. Let's chat about it. And, if there's some way that I can help you within my scope of practice, if you're wanting to become confident in the gym, if you're wanting to start lifting weights, if you're wanting to work with somebody that actually wants you to fuel your body and to not feel like things are super restrictive, if you want to learn how to do some of these things, I'm happy to help. Just message me on my website. I don't take in a bunch of clients because I want to work with everybody individually. But message me. I have my waiting list. Now, listen, this is not an MLM thing. Okay. This is not like, oh, get on my waiting list and there's no waiting lists. I actually have a waiting list because I am one person in the MLMs. Now, that was a different story when I would say stuff like that, but I'm one person and I want to make sure that I'm slowly and methodically working with people. So just know that. Okay. Anyways, let's see what else she has to say.
While my body hasn't put on much weight, it didn't put on much weight. I was feeling, and I was very inflamed and holding a lot of water. And so another reason why I decided to do that. So anyways, 84 hours fasted and I feel incredible. My service is just, Gabe.
I missed this. I'm so sorry. Double digits. Member for 10 months. Thank you so much. I feel like we should play a sound effect. What do we want to play? This one's always fun.
I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching.
Name the movie in the comments, you guys. I know y'all are going to know this. That's an easy one. Also, how was she inflamed? How does she know she was inflamed? Maybe she's just going by being bloated. I don't know. Yeah, great question. Monsters Inc. Nailed it, Kat. Do you guys like Monsters Inc. or Monsters University the best? If you had to pick between the two of them. If you absolutely had to pick between the two of them, which one would you pick? Your Upline Inc. That's funny. The OG. Yeah, I get that, Whitney. Oh, Monsters Inc. is so good. Hey, Jude, welcome. Appreciate you watching all of my other videos. And if you guys haven't, I have playlists. Are they all organized? No, but I'm working my way through them. Okay. Let's see what else she says.
My phone's set up against that. Don't touch the other one, though. Where's Callie?
Oh, yeah. Content warning. She's not watching her children and they're around a pool. Yeah.
Where's Callie?
Up there.
Up where? Oh. What are you doing? Wait, did she put her bathing suit on?
Yeah, I did.
Where's her floaty?
It's in the pool.
No, I want to see her floaty on before she gets in the pool, please.
I'm sorry. As a parent of two incredible children, you mean to tell me that you're going to be on a live while your children, one of which doesn't know how to swim, doesn't have their floaty on, they're near a pool, and you're going to be on here? And you think that that's okay? I mean, how dare me try to expect her to be a good parent when she doesn't even put her children in seatbelts? She doesn't wear a seatbelt, but okay. You don't put your children in seatbelts, let alone school them. Listen, I could go on and on about this. That's not what tonight's live is about. But this part really bothers me. Go watch your children. They're around a pool. Have we not learned how quickly something can happen?
They're going to get in the pool. So I'm in Dallas for a business trip. Y'all say hi, say hello.
Is there another adult over there? Or is the pool in eye shot? I just have so many questions and I hate it so much because these kids do not deserve that. That's all I'm going to say.
if you guys want to learn more about how you can, start earning some income from your phone, I have an application that you can fill out to work with me.
Application. Oh, let me guess, Kelsey Rhae, because you could work with everybody, but you don't want to, right? You have to make sure that they're qualified. What are their qualifications? Having a credit card ready to buy the biggest kit? Because you only work with people that buy the biggest kit, right? Because those are the people that have some skin in the game. Did I get that right? Yeah, because I used to say that too in the MLM. What's the application process? Oh, do you interview them? What kind of questions do you ask them? This whole interview application thing from these influencers that are, in an MLM company, and they're like, hey, listen, fill out my application, is so fake and so phony. And I love when they say, oh, it's just to make sure that I'm not wasting my time and that, or I'm respecting my time and yours. No, it's to filter out who has the money to buy the kit. That's what that's about. Please.
And if you would like to do that, drop the word apply in the comments. I'll send it over to you. But basically, I've been working from my phone for the past 6 years in health and wellness, just helping people get healthy, helping people get fit, reach their health and fitness goals. And by
helping people get fit. Girl, I have seen your form on very specific exercises. This hair is bothering me. I'm sorry to be messing with it so much. I have seen your form. The only thing you're going to be coaching people to is how to get injured, much like your counterpart, Eric.
My health and fitness goals myself. So if you're somebody who's looking to get healthy, looking to get fit, you want my guidance on doing that and my guidance on actually building this as a business where you can make some extra income. The best way to make money is by helping other people, right?
So recruiting. Yeah, we know.
So drop the word apply in the comments and I'll send you the application that will basically get to see if this is a good fit for you. So you're not wasting your time and I'm not wasting mine. Anyways, I'm 84 hours fasted. So excited. And if you want help.
I mean, are you 84 hours fasted if you were drinking bone broth on this? It's a good question.
On your health and fitness journey just alone, you don't care about making money, you drop the word help in the comments. My service is kind of sucky, but y'all, wait till you see my before and after pictures.
Oh, you're talking about your internet. Your internet service is kind of sucky. I thought you were talking about, your service of people. My bad.
You can just tell that I'm...
What are we looking at? What are we...
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
What are we...
My service really sucks.
Agreed. But I'm not talking about your internet service. I can't. Listen, we have to laugh. Sometimes humor is what gets us through. And in this moment, that's what's getting me through. Okay.
I was gonna Gabe, is her floating on? I just woke up, so I haven't even washed my face. My eyes are puffy right here, but
still not even over there with the kids.
Sleepy eyes. I'm so sleepy.
Yeah, you're probably exhausted because you haven't had any food for 84 hours. Remember I said that, at the beginning, it's not an instant thing. It's kind of a delayed reaction. The fatigue, the exhaustion that typically comes later because your body's trying to survive. Yeah.
Anyways, I feel great. I feel phenomenal. And if you've never practiced any kind of fasting, I don't know, maybe this is your sign, but I'm not giving you...
It's not your sign. It is not your sign to follow anything that she says when it comes to diet or fitness advice. She is not qualified. And as we'll see shortly with Eric, you can be qualified and still be giving piss poor advice. So thanks for being the example of that, Eric.
Any kind of medical advice is just something that I think is beneficial for the body. We were never meant to eat this much.
What do you mean? We were never meant to eat this much. Listen, Kelsey Rhae, if you can't control your food intake, that's something you should investigate. That's something that work with a registered dietitian, work with a therapist. The answer is not ketones. The answer is not doing an extreme fast and rolling it into a product pitch so that you can recruit people into Pruvit. That's not the answer. That's disgusting. You very clearly need help with your relationship with food, in my opinion. Go get it. Oh my God. These people really irritate me. And you know why? Let me tell you why. Let me go back to this. The reason it irritates me is because of the damage that they do to other people. These people who have a large following on social media draw an audience of people that are desperate to make changes in their health, in their fitness, in their activity levels, how they're sleeping, their mood. And these types of people prey on pain points, and they use misinformation, a lack of credentials, and fear mongering to rope people into doing crazy things and think that Pruvit's ketones are the answers. The real answers are from repairing, that's the word, your relationship with food, repairing your relationship with moving your body as a part of your day instead of it being this extreme relationship or some sort of self-hate ritual, because movement is a beautiful thing. Those can all be worked through working with professionals, working with a registered dietitian, a therapist, a personal trainer, somebody that knows what they're doing. These people don't know what they're doing, and the harm that they cause people that are commenting me or commenting help or commenting whatever and are getting this advice from these people. And the whole purpose is for them to sell Pruvit ketones and to hopefully recruit you into the scheme. It's not to help people, even though they're going to be the first ones to say, oh, I'm doing this because I want to help people. No, you're doing this because you want to make money off of recruiting people, because that's the only way that you make money in multi-level marketing. And you're using health and wellness as the guise to try and pull those people in from their pain points. We see it. It's disgusting. And I'm doing everything that I can, especially now being a certified personal trainer who's working on their fitness nutrition specialist through ACE. I'm doing everything that I can to try and get the information out that that's not how you do this. It doesn't have to be this extreme thing. Okay, I'm going to get off my soapbox now.
We were never meant to eat 3 times a day. It's all
What are you talking about? What is your source?
a lie. So, anyways, I'm gonna go wash my face and get ready.
How about you go check on your kids that are near a pool? I know that's a crazy thought, a hot take, if you will.
Now, let me make sure her floaty's on. Is her floaty on? Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for hopping on. I will see you guys in my stories. Make sure you watch my stories, okay? Because my stories is where I'm at and everything's being posted, huh? I bet it is hot. Love you guys. Bye.
Okay, bye. Hate it. Hate it. Did I mention that I hate that? I have more to pour. Do y'all want to have a little breaky break? It's almost gone. It's almost empty. Okay, let's go. Okay, it's a little mini break. Luna is out. She is snoring. Where is she? I hear her snoring. Yeah, that's the face of a woman living. I know exactly what you're talking about too from her video. A little crispy, and there was a little fizz at the end. I love it. Okay. Next on the chopping block is her before and after pictures. And again, I have that banner on the bottom for a very real reason. I'm not going to show her full body, but I do want to talk about this post that she put up. I think I probably need to do this if you guys are going to be able to read it. Your kitty snores, mine too. This is what she posted. Now, keep in mind that she presented this as if it was a spiritual fast. She was presenting this like God told her to fast. Nothing wrong with that. Do your thing. Okay. But she's turned this into a marketing thing. I don't think that this has anything to do with spirituality, religion, Christianity. I think it has nothing to do with that. And it has everything to do with roping people in to Pruvit. This is what she said. She posted it on July 31st. I think this is also a great post that we can report to compliance that is in the pinned comment. Thank you to Jessica, aka Auntie Lushy, for doing that for us. 84 hours, no food, no cravings, no giving up. I can't believe I forgot to post these pics, but I completed an 84-hour fast and I'm still blown away by how good I felt. Now, Kelsey Rhae, why are we weighing ourselves, and why are we taking before and after pictures if we're going without food for almost 4 days? What do you think is going to happen? And what happens when you start eating again? Oh, you put the weight back on. Okay. This wasn't about starving myself. Yes, it was. Or chasing a quick fix. Yes, it absolutely was. This wasn't about, it was about resetting. Inflammation, digestion, mental fog, mood swings. I was feeling all of it. And I knew I needed to do something drastic to reconnect with my body and break some habits that were creeping back in. Therapy. Okay? All right. And here's the pitch. Here is the pitch. Just one packet mixed into water, once or twice a day. That's it. It tastes amazing. It's super clean. Can you please tell us what you mean by super clean? As opposed to super dirty? What? Holy marketing term. My God. It's super clean, and it supported me through every single hour of this fast by giving me natural energy as opposed to fake energy, I suppose. Craving control, better digestion. I mean, what are you digesting if you're not eating for almost 4 days? Mental clarity, mood stability, and yes, visible fat loss. Kelsey Rhae, if you're not eating for 4 days and you're not putting any carbs, you're not putting any fat, you're not putting any protein in your body, guess what? Of course you're going to lose fat, because if you're not eating, your body's going to burn through the glycogen stores in your muscles and in your liver. And then it's going to go towards fat. And the last resort is protein, because your body is designed to survive. So of course you're going to lose fat. You're not eating. Oh my God. This isn't a magic pill. Oh, you're sure presenting it like it's a magic powder. But it's the only thing I found that actually makes fasting doable. I didn't feel like I was dying. Okay. I didn't binge after. I think that's probably going to come in the next few days. That's my prediction. And if you have if you're a member, you have a prediction emote. That is my prediction. The binging will happen. I'm going to be extra generous. I'm going to say in the next 10 days, there will be a binge thing. She'll start to talk about food more often. That's my prediction. So members, drop a prediction emote in the comments. Oy. All right. I didn't binge after. I actually felt proud and in control. If your body's been begging for a reset, this is your sign. No, it's not. No, it absolutely is not. Do not listen to her. This isn't, oh no, I already read that. Excuse me. I just posted the full details about a 25% off sale and my discount link in my stories, including what I used and how to get started. I guarantee you it's the biggest pack. You'll get my support every step of the way. No, thank you. Drop fit. No, I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not. And I mean it disrespectfully with my entire large chest. If you're going to showcase not eating food for almost 4 days and credit Pruvit's ketones for hunger, preventing being hungry, and then in order to entice people to buy Pruvit's ketones and you try to recruit them as well, you're going to use the word fit. It's giving, what is it giving? That's what it's giving. Oh, here's the other one from earlier.
Science.
Yes, science. It's giving.
To the no, no.
That's what it's giving. I played it twice. Oh my God. Drop fit below if you're on a health and fitness journey and want something that helps you stay consistent. I'll message you personally and show you exactly what I did. You don't need to be perfect. You just need the right support. Oh, and the right products, right? Kelsey Rhae? Is that what you're trying to say? God, I hate it. I hate it. It's giving fraud. It's giving.
Why you always lying?
I can't. Oh my God. It's almost too subtle. Oh man. The only thing consistent about Kelsey Rhae is inconsistency. Big facts. She gains it right back every time. She sure does. All right. So we talked about her post. Let me look at my notes. Okay. I also want to add this because I went off of my notes here for a second. We talked about her before and after pictures, after literal starvation. That's not fat loss. I think I kind of tapped on this a little bit, tap danced, gave a little taste, if you will. That's water loss, glycogen depletion, and possibly muscle breakdown. The fact that she posted those pictures and then followed it with a sale, a discount code, and a call to action to drop fit is genuinely disturbing. It's not a transformation. It's a fasted, more than likely dehydrated body used to recruit customers and team members. This is diet culture on full display. This is disordered behavior being framed as health, and it is beyond dangerous. There's no mention of what happens next, the rebound weight, the digestive issues, the cravings, just a shiny after and a buy now link. You've got to be kidding me. Okay. Now we're going to move on from the 84 hours of fasting to 111, because apparently this is a competition that nobody has asked for, but are we going to watch it? We sure are. So this is Eric Caraway, and he is a certified personal trainer as of the beginning of this year, first quarter, I believe, with ISSA, who is going to talk about a prolonged fast, 111 hours, while also shoving his face with food, which fine. If you're hungry, I mean, listen, if I was fasting for 111 hours, I probably would be shoving food in my face too. Not that I would ever do that, but hey. Oh God. All right, here we go.
Hey, what's up guys? It's Coach Eric coming at you live from Cane Day, South Carolina. Hope y'all are doing great. I wanted to go live because as y'all have known, I've been doing a fast. I'm currently 111 hours fasted with no food. And there's been a lot of questions around like what exactly I included in my fast. So there's multiple ways you can fast. One isn't, necessarily better than, whatever fits your skill level.
Can we just break this up a little bit? And can you tell me what the next yummy thing that you're going to be eating is in the comments? I'm making it's some kind of a pasta, but like a spinach Parmesan pasta or something that I picked up from Costco. Oh, pierogies. Oh, I love pierogies. Okay, yeah, terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. S'mores Pop-Tarts. Are the s'mores flavors good? Because that sounds delicious. Stuffed peppers. Yes, please. Italian pork chops with rice and broccoli for dinner. This sounds lovely. Also sounds very balanced, which I'm a fan of. Roast beef and au jus with onions and Swiss cheese. Absolutely. Farmer's Market peach. Love. I mentioned my lasagna trio pan came. So lasagna 3 ways this weekend. I'll be right over. K. Marie. Yeah. Oh, some Haagen-Dazs. What flavor of ice cream? Milan, I must know. Mac and cheese with green beans and sweet potatoes. Sounds delicious. I made chicken Devon. How do you say that? For dinner. I don't know that I've ever heard of that. Made it for the hubby. It's our 9-year wedding anniversary. Happy anniversary, Danielle. Can we get some Some love for Danielle in the chat. That is amazing. I feel like I should play something for that anniversary. I don't know. I don't know that I have anything. Okay. Well, anyways, happy anniversary. That's amazing. A grilled apple. That sounds delicious. A grilled apple, chicken, and goat cheese salad. Yum. Bowl of cereal. We love that. We love that. Okay. I just needed a moment. I just needed to know what y'all are eating. Good. You know? All right.
Your discipline, a lot of those variables play a factor in like which one you should choose. So I just did a 111-hour fast with just exogenous ketones, electrolytes, black coffee, and water. So those are the 4 things that I really just had while doing the fast.
And that is a recipe for disaster. Coffee is a known appetite suppressant. Ketones blunt hunger cues, and water isn't food. So you cannot fuel a body, especially an active one. Was he working out during this time frame? I don't know. Do you guys know? If you do, let me know. Because if he is, that's even more dangerous. This advice that he's giving. He's glamorizing something that would absolutely require medical clearance and monitoring and offering it like it's a casual challenge.
You can do a dry fast that's where you're absolutely having nothing, which that's
absolutely not. You should not be suggesting anybody do a dry fast ever. Ever, Eric. Nobody in an MLM should be suggesting that. That is monitored by a medical professional. What do you mean? You could do a dry fast. Please don't. Please don't ever do that unless I don't even have the words because that is so crazy what he is saying. Oh my God.
more on the extreme end, and if you're more advanced, then you can take that approach.
What?
If you want, you can do just a water fast where you have strictly just water.
No.
That's where no food, just water for the whole extended period of time that you're fasting.
I'm sorry. He needs to intermittent fast that shirt. Oh, that's good. Thank you for that. Oh my God. That was great.
Fasting, and then, there's other ones where you can just do water or just coffee. I chose to do exogenous ketones because this supplement I just love.
And because you make money off of it, right? So you're going to say it's great. Yeah.
It's one of the best ways, because if you don't know this real quick, when you're in a fasted state, your body goes into a state of nutritional ketosis, autophagy. A lot of different really cool things happen to your body.
Wait a second, Eric. I thought if you're drinking Pruvit's ketones, it puts you into nutritional ketosis without having to alter your diet. But what I'm hearing you say is that when you're in a fasted state, you go into ketosis. That's kind of weird.
You start rebuilding cells. You become a new human. Like literally, it's like it is, and just a medical disclaimer, I am not telling any of you to do this. I have to say that. But I am a certified nutritionist and health and conditioning coach, and I've helped 100.
Not the appeal to, what is the word? The appeal to authority. Yeah. If you're saying, I'm not suggesting you guys do this, but I'm a certified nutritionist, you're negating those two things. You're trying to say, hey, don't do this. I'm not giving you this advice, but this is what I'm doing. And I'm doing it on a live. So you should follow me. You should do what I do. And oh, by the way, drop help in the comments if you need my help. I almost said something. Let me not. Oh man, let me not. Okay. Because listen, this is where pseudoscience clearly is taking over. Autophagy is a natural process. Your cells recycle damaged components, but it's not some mystical reset like Eric wants you to believe. You're not becoming a new human because you don't need to become a new human. He just is not eating allegedly for 111 hours. Most of the autophagy studies are in animals. There's no definitive timeline or protocol that guarantees results in humans, and certainly not with MLM supplements in the mix from Pruvit. The source for that, Nature Reviews Molecular Cell Biology. Eric.
Hundreds of people, you know, lose 20 to 45 pounds in just 90 days with my expertise and my.
You know that feeling in your throat, like when you don't like something and you're like, oh, God. I just know listen, I just know he's the kind of coach that tanks somebody's calories, that gets a woman as a client and is like, I'm going to have you eat 1,200 calories and you're going to eat chicken and rice and broccoli. And that's what you're going to eat. And in the morning, you're going to have black coffee. And I just know it. I just know it. And then he's going to be like, oh, you're new to the gym. We're going to train to failure, which, by the way, you shouldn't do because you could really get injured. You should start off slow and then work your way up as you progress. But I just know that doesn't happen with Eric. If he's giving this kind of nutritional advice as a certified nutritionist and selling Pruvit ketones, I just know how he's coaching people. Couldn't be me. I would never coach my clients this way. Oh, God. He sits on a peloton of lies. Most nutritionists are certified by shady places. They are not registered dietitians that get a science-based education. Mm-hmm. Oh, and don't forget, in the morning, you're going to have ketones sold by him to you. Yep, you're welcome. Agreed, Allison. Maybe I'd want a coach who actually likes food. Cue the sound effect. Ding.
Advice. So I feel like I'm credible when it comes to this, and I've changed my own life as well. So when it comes to fasting, you know, you are put into a state of nutritional ketosis, autophagy, you're rebuilding cells. You actually just start healing your body from the inside out. And I suggest, you know, and I encourage you to just experiment with fasting.
Didn't you just say that you're not giving people medical advice to do a fast, but then you said just now that you suggest people fast? So which is it? Okay. Oh my God.
I'm going to show you what I'm having. So what I'm having, we get this prepped over here. It should be ready for me. See how hot it is. I don't want it too hot, but I don't want it too cold. All right. So what I have here is, this is roughly 16 ounces of bone broth. So I'm gonna break my fast with bone broth, one, because it's light on the digestion. So if you go through extended periods of time like this where you don't have food, your gut hasn't been working. So it's reset, and it needs to be very much, you know, you need to be sensitive and take note of that. Because if you don't, and you just eat whatever you want, you're gonna get leaky gut syndrome, you're gonna have irritable bowel syndrome, it's just gonna mess you up. So
I'd love to see the source on that, Eric. If you don't refeed properly, you'll get leaky gut. First of all, leaky gut is not a medically accepted diagnosis in most clinical settings. It's a vague catch-all term used in wellness marketing to scare people into buying bone broth and probiotics and probably Pruvit's ketones. Oh my God. Second, he's not actually providing a refeed protocol, and I don't think he should because this is dangerous. He's going to be mixing sauerkraut and eggs and calling it gut healing. This is an example of fear-based marketing, not nutritional science. Let's hear what else he has to say.
So 16 ounces of bone broth. With that, I put some pink Himalayan salt in here too, by the way.
Lovely.
So we have this. I have here sauerkraut. I have a boiled egg that I have diced up, and I have some avocado. And all of this is whole foods. I'm just doing whole foods, and all of this really is finely chopped. Like I made sure to chop up the egg.
How much sauerkraut do you think that is? To me, that looks like probably about half a cup, maybe a little bit more. I'm asking this for a reason, but what do you guys think? While I look this up, I think it's about half a cup, maybe three quarters of a cup. What do y'all think? Sauerkraut and a boiled egg? That probably smells like a nuclear fart. Oh my God. That's great. But how many yeah, let me know. Anyways, let's see what else he has to say.
Eggs. The sauerkraut is going to be great for introducing good bacteria back into your gut because it's a gut healthy, food option. And then, just some fats to really help balance the fiber, all the nutrients that I need. So these two are what I am breaking my fast with. And this is the brand of bone broth that I'm using to break my fast. And then of course you can't go wrong with electrolytes, which I put some salt in here. But you're gonna get electrolytes and minerals from this bone broth as well too. So I'm just gonna top this off with some extra salt. And I'm gonna mix this up. I'm actually excited to kind of eat this.
I bet you are after 111. Hold on. I swallowed funny. I'm sorry. I bet you are excited about eating after not having food for 111 hours. That's wild.
And just go super light with this. This is all I need to break my fast. I'm going to be very cautious of this, and then later in the day I can have more not nutrients, but more like dense foods like chicken breast where, your stomach.
I mean, I would think that a hard-boiled egg would be pretty dense. What do you mean?
Needs to work overtime to break that down. But if you're breaking your fast from like a really long extended period of time, try to have light foods so your stomach doesn't work as hard, causing you to have bowel problems. Fruit or sugar. So I don't suggest having any sort of carbohydrate or fruit, even though I love fruit in my diet. I don't suggest that after a fast because.
Hey, Eric, what do you think sauerkraut is? What do you think sauerkraut is? It's a vegetable. It's a carb. They're carbs. You don't suggest breaking a fast with carbs, but you're eating carbs. Okay.
We don't want to necessarily spike our blood sugar crazy. And this is going to help, get these electrolytes in me, balance my hormones. It's going to regulate my blood sugar so I don't feel like I'm going to crash or anything like that because it's been 111 hours, guys, since I've had food, which I'm proud I did that. Never done one that long before. And I want to tell you.
I swear to God, if I find out that he's coaching his people to do these prolonged fasts, I will reach out to the clients myself. I'm not kidding.
Yes, if you're watching this, I can help you literally do these fasting techniques.
What did he just say? Does ISSA know about this? Oh my God. But we have a new member. Lexi, wow, your picture is stunning. Welcome to the crew. Appreciate you. I feel like that is a good moment to break up the rioting that I want to do. Welcome. Thank you so much for becoming a member. And if you guys would like to also become a member, you can click the join or the link in the video description. I just knew he was going to be coaching his clients. Oh, and I bet he's going to have them working out too. He's going to have them doing at least this is my prediction, at least a 24-hour fast. And he's going to have them working out during the fast. I just know it. I can feel it in my bones and I want to riot. So if you see it, send it my way. And how can you do that? The link in my video description, erinbees.com. You can submit content. You can request information about coaching. We can set up an actual call where I do an actual intake. Ask things like your medications that you're on your medical history, surgeries, injuries, things of that nature, mobility limitations, exercises that you hate, exercises that you love, all kinds of stuff. An actual intake. Eric could never. No. Anyways, aaronbees.com, you could submit all kinds of information, videos, screenshots. I have 254 submissions that I'm slowly working through. I think we got through like 6 on a members only live that I'm creating an MLM fails type video from. So, oh my God.
It's so simple. It seems like it's so difficult, and I have all the resources to help you, but you just message me and I'll be more than happy to help you, walk you through. And I think I'm down like 12.9 pounds. Of course, that's some glycogen and some water retention, but I'm down almost 15 pounds in 4 days.
Okay, listen, what kind of a nutritional expert would be flexing about losing 12.9 pounds in 4 days and saying that it's healthy? Because let's just pause here and let's call this what it is. Dangerous misinformation. He's weighing himself in a completely fasted state, dehydrated, glycogen depleted, and possibly catabolic, meaning breaking down muscle to survive. What? That number doesn't reflect fat loss. It reflects being empty. And when he eats again, as he's doing here, that number comes right back quickly. This is classic crash diet behavior, repackaged with wellness buzzwords and a sprinkling of Pruvit's ketones, and it's disgusting. Also, what's my source for that? The CDC and the NIH, according to them, rapid weight loss above 1 to 2 pounds per week is not recommended and can be harmful. Eric, write that down. I cannot.
A lot of you will be like, oh my God, that's not healthy. It's very much healthy.
No, it's not healthy at all. Not one bit. Nothing about what you are suggesting is healthy. None of it.
I have more fat on my body that it could utilize as energy, and a lot of us do. Like, I used to be a really big guy. We think that these things are dangerous when they're really not. What's dangerous?
Yes, extended fasting is dangerous, especially when it's not being monitored by a medical professional.
Is you overeating your calories, you having type 2 diabetes, you not taking care of what you put in your mouth, so your mentality, your discipline is completely shattered.
You know what else is not healthy? Listening to somebody that is in a multi-level marketing company that's trying to give people diet and health and fitness advice. Didn't you just coach somebody that got injured after I made the prediction that you were going to injure somebody and then you did? Yeah, that's weird. It's really weird.
And doing these in the right structure and with the right guidance can help you build that deniable evidence that you can accomplish something. Because if you're constantly doing these things and you're failing, you're gonna like not have the confidence.
Eric, you are failing. You are failing. You know why? Because I think that he had to go to this extreme length to see if he could do it. This test of discipline. This test of manhood. How long can I go? Kelsey Rhae went 84 hours. Let me go 111. I can do it. All right, tough guy. Oh my God. I hate this so much, you guys. Oh.
You're just going to give up very easily. So it's very much important to keep strong, keep that discipline, and I can help you do that. So just message me fast, and I'll show you how to approach maybe just starting out an intermittent fast.
Listen, if there are people on here or watching the replay, maybe this gets shared in the Kelsey Rhae subreddit. Shout out to all of you if you're in there. I see y'all. Y'all are doing amazing work. If you're considering working with this guy, why? Because what he's going to coach you to do is a binge and restrict cycle. I truly do believe that what we're seeing from him and Kelsey Rhae is a restrict cycle. I'm fully expecting, as I said earlier, within this next 10 days or so, a full binge cycle from them. Are they going to show it? Probably not. No, they're going to do that privately. They're not going to show it in their stories. They're not going to, live stream it. They're not going to show that, no, they're going to do that privately. Why? Because that would negate everything that they were saying in these 2 videos that I've showcased here tonight. He is going to be the kind of guy that coaches you to extremely restrict your diet. Couldn't be me. And also is going to have you just doing extreme intensity style workouts. He's going to get more people injured. God, I hate it.
You're like, hey, I think I'm ready to try like a 24 or 48. I can help you do that.
Are you qualified to be coaching people through prolonged fast? No. Also, I'm not a fan of intermittent fasting. I mentioned this at the beginning of this live stream, but I think that that's just a way to manipulate your caloric intake. I gave tips earlier on how you can identify your maintenance calories. If you're somebody that wants to gain weight, lose weight, or maintain, you need to know your maintenance calories. So I gave some tips earlier on how you can do that. If you haven't seen that, you can go back, depending on where you're coming in live. And then you can adjust. If you are trying to gain weight, you add some calories and you put yourself into a caloric surplus. If you're somebody that wants to maintain your calories or maintain your weight, then you eat at your maintenance calories. If you're somebody that wants to lose weight, then you put yourself into a little bit of a deficit and you go from there and you collect all the data, how you're feeling, how you're sleeping, how's your mood, how's your relationship with food? Are you, when you're weighing yourself, what does that look like? It's data that you're collecting to identify patterns to be able to move forward with your goals. That's how that works. He's not going to teach you that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Amber. Welcome to the new members. Appreciate y'all. I have to do the hands too. DC does the windshield wipers, which I'm a fan of. I think that it's awesome. And DC, can we bring that back? Because I haven't seen that from you in a while. And I'm requesting that as your friend. Amber, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I don't know if they're together or I have no idea. I just know that their information that they're sharing is wrong. Wrong. Yeah. Getting a trainer who hates food makes about as much sense as a dentist with no teeth. Facts.
So here we go. I know y'all are ready. I think I'm going to start with the bone broth. So I'm going to start with the bone broth. I'm just going to drink this. It smells really good, by the way. Again,
I bet it does.
This is the brand that I got. This is Kettle and Fire Classic Beef Bone Broth, made with grass-fed and finished beef bones. And this is 100% grass-fed. And this whole container is 80 calories and 19 grams of protein. So, cheers.
The whole container. Is that what he just said? That whole container, or is it one serving? Maybe I misheard him. It sounded like he said the whole container was 80 calories, but I think he meant a serving. But then again, I don't think a serving of bone broth would be 19 grams of protein. Because that math doesn't, let me check that math. Because if there's 4 grams or 4 calories per gram of protein, 4 times 19, that's 76 grams. So maybe it's actually a serving. 80 calories. Maybe I just misheard him.
Oh, that's good. This is really good bone broth.
Bro, anything after going 111 hours without food is going to taste amazing. Let's just be real.
I highly suggest this. And I added some more.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Danielle. Did I miss that? Hold on. Oh my God. Lexi, oh, okay. Listen, I'm so sorry. I missed some. Lexi, welcome to the crew. I don't know what else to call that. Do we call it the crew? What do we call ourselves? I know I have different levels, but I'm so sorry that I missed that. Also, Crystal Smith joined. Welcome. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. We do have some member fun for sure. Thank you guys so much. Oh, here it is. Danielle, I love this. Thank you so much. Danielle says, he's just a little fella. And you know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. And I'm sorry that I missed that. My apologies. You call them the bee's knees. Oh, I love that. That's cute. Did I miss your membership milestone? God, sorry. There it is. 12 months. Time flies when you're debunking scams. I can't tolerate Kelsey on normal speed, so this live is proof of my non-culty love for Aaron. Milan, I appreciate you so much. I know that this is a lot to tolerate because of the misinformation, but it's all because of also who it's being delivered by. So I appreciate you being here, and thank you for being a member for 12 months. Yeah, the bee's knees. I love that. It's cute.
Pink Himalayan salt into this, but this is fire. Maybe it's just because I haven't had food in
Indeed.
1,100 hours. Or not 1,100.
1,100.
But 111 hours? This is really good. It uses beef broth, again, the grass-fed.
Let me find out he has an affiliate code with that company, and I swear to God.
Beef bones, onions, carrots, celery, parsley, apple cider vinegar, sea salt, black pepper, bay leaves, thyme, rosemary, sea salt. You can't get cleaner than that, guys. Oh, this is delicious. Oh yeah. So now we're gonna move on to this. So I'm just gonna take a bite of this. I bet this is gonna be
I bet it's gonna be so good. Yeah, probably. You haven't eaten in so long. Also, this comment.
Why you always lying?
That's what it made me think of that. Oh my God. Let me find out he has a code. I swear to God.
so good.
Oh my God, dude. Are you all right?
I'm gonna take my time with this. I'm gonna try not to shovel my face now that I've gotten to taste food. So this is boiled eggs, sauerkraut, and avocado spread.
Avocado spread? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
This is probably the best beef broth I've ever had in my life.
oh, really? How many kinds of beef broth have you had? I just have so many questions.
Let me know if y'all have had this before. I can't see the comments, by the way.
Why?
This is top tier. This is really good.
I can't.
All right.
Okay, I asked the members this question. I'm going to ask you guys as well. I'm going to ask everybody. If you are using a bowl, do you use a spoon or a fork? Is this like a me thing? Because I feel like when I'm using a bowl, I use a spoon. But when I'm using a plate, I use a fork. I just need to know if there's other people that are like that. Is it just me? And if it's just me, that's okay. You're making the same face Brooke Banks made when she ate trim on that live. I wonder how Brooke Banks is doing. I know she blocked me, but I wonder how she's doing. Depends on what's in it. Depends on the food. Okay, that's fair. This I would be eating with a spoon because it's in a bowl, but a spork. Brilliant. Brilliant response. Okay. Wait, did he say that? Oh, let me stay focused here. I have spaghetti in a bowl. I use a fork. Ah, okay. Use chopsticks. Love that. I was just curious.
All right. Well, I'm going to finish this. Again, if you want help on fasting and how to get into these extended periods where you're burning fat, you're losing weight, it's a good thing to fast, guys.
No.
Don't know this. Whenever holistic doctors, they'll tell you if you're diagnosed with cancer or any type of disease.
Okay, I'm gonna pause him because I want to address the certified nutritionist and coach thing, because that certification flex needs to be addressed. Okay, so here's the thing. ISSA does not certify you to give clinical fasting advice. Before we get into this situation we've got going, they do not give you they do not certify you to be able to give clinical fasting advice, which is what he's doing here. He's not a dietitian, he's not a doctor, and if he's coaching clients while selling them supplements, he's crossing a major ethical line. Who am I to, let me not say it that way. Wild for me to say, hey, you should be doing this ethically, for somebody that's in a multi-level marketing company giving this ridiculous advice. But hey, whatevs, I guess. This is MLM nutrition disguised as coaching, and it's not safe for anybody. Now, he's going to talk about cancer here. That's not something that I prepared content warnings necessarily for. So please take care of yourselves if that could be triggering to you guys. Yeah, okay. All right.
The one thing that they're going to tell you as a holistic doctor is to fast and go no sugar. Like these cancer cells, these diseases, it all feeds off of glucose. So it's very much optimal to kickstart your body into a state of ketosis, where you're then into a state of autophagy, and that's going to help rebuild molecules and cells. That's going to help reset your metabolism. You're going to go really hard into fat burning mode, and you're going to notice you have more.
You're going to go really hard into fat burning mode. Okay, how do we measure that exactly, Eric? This is wildly irresponsible. Wildly irresponsible. There's no reputable cancer organization recommending fasting as a treatment or preventative strategy. This is extremely dangerous territory, because people who hear this might actually delay or avoid proper medical care, as we have seen before. And as we are currently seeing with somebody in Optavia. Oh my God. And the source for what I just said, the American Cancer Society.
Energy, more mental clarity. It's totally worth it. What's not worth it, like the pain of staying the same. Like, you got to get out of your comfort zone. You're not comfortable. You think you're comfortable, but you're actually miserable. You got to get out of that.
I'm sorry. Who are we talking to here? Are we talking to cancer patients? Do you think for 1 second that cancer patients that are receiving treatment are not out of their comfort zone? Are you talking to potential clients? Who are you talking to? Who are you targeting with this little speech? You've got to get out of your comfort zone. You just talked about cancer patients fasting, saying that holistic doctors are suggesting it. Who are you trying to target here? Or is it just rage bait? Because if it's rage bait, I guess I could understand, but this bro motivational segment of it is just making me queasy. You got to get out of your comfort zone. Ugh, God. Let me guess, you're going to tell them to get 1% better every day too, Eric? By the way, why is Pruvit so quiet about the allegations against Brian Underwood? This has nothing to do with today, but let's talk about it. Why are they so quiet? They've said nothing, and then Brian is just carrying on with his motivational posts on his Instagram, just like nothing's happening. Oh, there's things happening. Yeah. Do y'all find that weird? No statement? Nothing? Herbalife hasn't said anything about his allegations. And by the way, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I did a video on that, on his allegations, where he read the court documents. And let me also say, if you need the court documents, yes, I have them. Just message me. Happy to share them. It was challenging to get them, but yes, I have the court documents, because I know people were asking, as I stated in that other video. But anyways, I just don't understand why Pruvit is being so quiet about it. And Herbalife, this is somebody that is a part of the company that you just bought, and you have nothing to say about it? How does he still work there? Huh. I find it fascinating, and not in a good way.
So I'd love to help you more. I'm going to finish this. Thanks, guys, for keeping up with me on that fast. That was really fun. So I'm going to go back to my daily nutrition now. Shoot, tomorrow I might go crazy and have some donuts on live, because a deficit doesn't have to be consistent. Meaning you can go through periods of time where you're fasting. I go a couple days where I'm eating very nutrition, like sound meals, where I'm keeping up with my protein and macro.
No, Eric. See, what you're doing here is you're justifying a planned binge. That's what you're doing. Because what you've done is you've gone through this extreme restrictive cycle, and now you're prepping for a binge, but you're going to present it as if it's something that is, healthy and inclusive eating. No, this is a binge restrict cycle that we're seeing if he does this, because you should be able to have the donut if you want the donut without having to earn it or without having some sort of a moral value assigned to it. If you want to have a donut and you're allowed to, and for example, let's say that your doctor has said, hey, stay away from a lot of carbohydrates because you're diabetic. That would be obviously listen to your doctor, right? But if you're somebody that can eat normally, you don't have any allergies, your doctor hasn't suggested you to change your diet within specific parameters, you should be able to have a donut if you want one without having to justify it. You should be able to fit that into, if you're somebody that tracks in moderation. There's nothing wrong with that. But see, people like him and Kelsey Rhae, they don't understand that concept. They'll say that they understand that concept, but their very behavior shows that it's a binge and restrict cycle. He's already planning it. He is already planning it. I may eat a whole thing of donuts. Why would you do that when you've just gone through a 111-hour fast where you're telling people that you've reset your digestive system and you've told people to not eat heavy foods because it could give them leaky gut syndrome, or what was the other thing? Irritable bowel syndrome. Oh, but you're going to talk about tomorrow. Who knows what I'm going to do? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to eat food inclusively within my calorie deficit that I've been in since the beginning or the mid-June. And if I want to have some pizza, I'm going to plan it into my day. Or if I want to have a donut, I'm going to plan it into my day. Because what he is saying about the calorie deficit, or getting ready to say that most foods can fit into a calorie deficit, I do agree. Absolutely agree, because I am inclusive when it comes to food, as you should be too, unless you have allergies or your doctor has suggested you to make some changes to your diet. Hey.
And then I'll hit a day where I just go crazy and I eat what I want. And then I'll go back to, the fasting. And this is how you can sustainably burn fat. And
No. This is how you're justifying your binge restrict cycle. And you're doing it with your coaching credentials on full display, trying to sell Pruvit ketones. This dude is a fraud. This dude is an absolute fraud. This guy is dangerous. He is dangerous to his clients. He is dangerous to his clients' relationship with food. He is dangerous to, more than likely, in my opinion, how he coaches people to work out. This guy is going to get people hurt. This guy, in my opinion, is creating disordered eating habits within his clients. Do not trust this guy.
Still kind of feel like you're a part of the crowd of eating whatever you want, like the sugar and all that. So you can just bounce around, but there is a healthy balance when doing this.
And you're not going to learn that from him. You're not going to learn that from Kelsey Rhae. You're just not, because they are not healed individuals when it comes to their relationship with food, and acts like this and things that he is saying and his actions that are going to come in these next few days or whatever. I don't know when he did this. I forgot to look at the date on this. They show otherwise.
And that's what I want you to find, is the healthy balance. So appreciate y'all keeping up with me. And
imagine telling people with your full chest on the internet that you want to help them build a healthy balance with food, and you just did a 111-hour fast, and you're breaking the fast on a live stream.
I'll see y'all.
Okay, goodbye. Yeah, I hated that. But you know what? I'm really glad that we got through it. I hope that some of my tips have helped you. And let's just be very clear about what we just watched. Kelsey Rhae and Eric are not health coaches. They're salespeople using disordered behaviors and pseudoscience to push powdered supplements and recruit customers into an MLM, hoping to recruit them as distributors in the company. They're taking vulnerable people people who are struggling with their health, their body image, their faith, and telling them that the solution is to not eat and to buy their product. And Herbalife, hello, you acquired Pruvit. This is your brand now. Reps selling starvation protocols and posting fasted transformation photos and making disease-related health claims. That's on you guys. Compliance is pinned on the video description, or in the video on the live. God, I can't even speak. This has me so heated. Here's the bottom line. This is not empowerment. This is diet culture in a ketone wrapper. This is starving for sales, literally is what it is that we just watched. And listen, if you have ever felt like your worth was measured by your ability to shrink, you are not broken. You were marketed to. You were taken advantage of. If you've been targeted by MLM coaches who pitch health while promoting restriction, like we just saw, you deserve better. Drop a comment. Share this with someone who's caught up in it. Share it with somebody. Yeah, I was thinking of something else anyways. And follow for more. I'm going to always bring protective science-based breakdowns because I promise you're not alone in this. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be free from, or you just need to be free from this kind of manipulation. Let's make sure others are too. Thank you guys for being here. If you have not already liked and subscribed to my channel, if you would, I would appreciate it. And you guys don't listen to these knuckleheads. This was like amateur hour. Anyways, I'm going to go make some pasta. I hope you have something fabulous to eat. If there's anything that I can do to help you with your relationship with food within my scope, or you're looking to work out, don't know where to start, erinbees.com. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.